Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's January 11th, 2025, smack dab in the middle of winter. This is the time of the year when most of my plants shed their leaves, which means it's the perfect moment to take them out of their current growing media. I have a pretty big garden. Honestly, I have lost count of how many plants I own. This winter, I have decided to give them some much needed attention by uprooting every single one of them, trimming the unnecessary bendy roots and getting them ready for a new start. Since this is a big project, I will work on a few plants each day and keep each on the care it deserves. For this job, I usually don't wear gloves when handling adeniums. But this time I'm making an exception because adenium sap mixed with dusty soil can get pretty messy and it's tough to clean off your hands. Right now, I'm uprooting a few plants and carefully shaking up all the old media stuck to the roots. Once that's done, it's time to trim the roots. Let's get started with the first cut, and I will explain what I am doing as I go. Before you cut anything, always sanitize your blade. This step is essential to prevent infections from spreading to your plants. Start by cutting smallest feeding roots. Our goal is to encourage new root growth, so I have two main roots growing from a single root. Root designs vary from plants to plants, so keep that in mind. For this particular plant, I am aiming to encourage aerial roots. That's why I am cutting off roots growing from the middle. We don't want roots crossing each other. Not only does it look messy, it's also hard to manage long term. Straight, well shaped roots are what we are after. I usually uproot about 10 to 15 plants a day, just enough to manage. If you try to do too many at once, things can quickly get overwhelming. Also, I never trim the roots and the branches at the same time. Why? Because I want the plants to settle into their new media first. Trimming everything at once puts too much stress on the plant. If I delay replanting, the branches might grow thin and laggy before I even get a chance to repot. I keep the uprooted plants under the open sky for a day or two so the cut areas can dry. Don't worry, the winter sun isn't harsh, so they will be just fine. After that, I move them to a well ventilated room and let them rest for about 10 to 15 days before repotting. When I do repot, I make sure to lift each plant about 2 to 3 inch higher than before. This gives the roots plenty of room to grow over the year without getting cramped or bent. That's all for today. In the next video, I'll show you the repotting process step by step. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions about what we did today, drop them in the comments. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more garden related content. Happy gardening everyone. See you next time.